It is the end of 2020. We finally made it, everyone.
We made it. 2020 is almost over.
There we go. Bring in 2021 with us here. We are very excited to have you. For the next 6 hours, we will be reviewing some of Evolve's top podcast moments in design, music, film, and video, and we will be carrying you through this journey tonight. So we are very happy to have you. I have a special guest here with me today, the lovely Bella Lopez. She joined me back on an Evolve episode, probably before you left, back in August, early September. So it is lovely to have you back.
Nice.
And have to do this with me. This is great. End of an era and a crazy year. But we will be focusing only on the good stuff because even among the craziness of this year, there is amazing moments, amazing conversations that happened. And we want to go over that and review that and just enjoy and celebrate this happy new year. So let's do it. Let's go. I've had the opportunity to be the host for these Evolve podcasts that we've been producing every single week here. It has been amazing to sit down and have conversations with some amazing creators, whether it's in music, in design, in video, and really learning some amazing things. Just being in this role and having these conversations with people like Alexa, like Bella, like Sarah, and all these amazing creators has just really opened up my eyes to this whole creative world that is not only outside of here in Burlington, Vermont, but really across the globe and all these amazing things that are happening. So stick around with us as we really show these highlights of design and music, film and video, and we really dive into those. And stick around. This is gonna be a fun night. I'm ready. Let's go. Just to recap these last 6 months, we really kicked off Evolve with Evolve Awards back in August, and since then have been working and interviewing with creators. It's been amazing, and I want to talk a little bit now too with Bella about, for you personally, how your individual creative process has really changed since, this whole COVID era and throughout 2020.
Yeah. So a couple things. I mean, I re-picked up watercoloring this year, which was really fun. Just like, because I had a lot of quarantine time this year. A lot, even when I was at school. So that was really fun to kind of rekindle that. And I've also kind of developed a new like form of my art too, which is
Love that.
We always love like evolving a little bit.
Evolving.
And doing some new stuff. So that was really fun. Also, anyone who knows me, I am a huge extrovert. And so this year was just like...
It was tough for you.
It was tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've just also been proud of myself because I have learned to just be really comfortable on my own, which I feel like for any extrovert out there, I'm also an Enneagram 7, anyone else. Yeah, it was just good to spend time like with myself and not be reliant on other people for like one of the first times in my life. So
yeah, I know for myself, like I'm an introvert, so I'm the opposite. So for me, I've had no problem staying at home, cruising through this last year, as trying to smooth as possible. But I've really gotten into Procreate, and there's actually a episode where I show kind of a Procreate tutorial on a logo and kind of a pretty easy graphic, a simplified like nature scene that we filmed. But yeah, Procreate's been really fun for me to learn and kind of tackle. I was recently going over a tutorial with you.
A little crash course.
Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, there's still so much to learn, and this year has really opened opportunities for me creatively in academics because I'm still a full-time college student, and getting this opportunity to do this and share this experience has been amazing. So looking forward to seeing how the creative process will evolve and change as we move forward. But yeah, I feel like I'm gaining new knowledge every week, and it can be overwhelming, honestly, and like move fast. I think right now everyone kind of feels that way sometimes, but yeah, it's exciting, and I'm excited to do this, and just overall I'm happy with life right now. So I think it's fun.
Yeah, even though it was a weird year, it was a good year.
Yeah. Bella, I want to just ask you, and we can chat about this. What are 3 things that you learned from 2020 that you hope to bring in and incorporate into the new year?
Yeah, so I think productivity wise, like I'm a huge procrastinator. I like to do everything I possibly can do before doing what I need to do.
You crazy girl.
I know. So this year I have gotten better about, when you want to do something, just start it. Even if that's like a business idea or a creative idea, just like starting it and taking steps every day to just like improve and do what you want to do. That's the first step you have to take. This year I spent a lot of time, writing my own music and doing a lot of my own artwork. And music too, I especially love like collaborating. So this year it was good to kind of just like be by myself and write a lot of music that I just worked on, and, like writing scores and stuff for my brother who can play along with me. But yeah, definitely growing in that aspect where it's just, taking some time for myself.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe with the pandemic and all that, you wouldn't have had those opportunities, or wouldn't have maybe forced yourself to be alone purposefully, considering your extrovertness.
Yes.
But yeah, I think, I've learned that as well. I mean, I think I am naturally a little bit more comfortable kind of being alone and doing my own thing, and I'm not as socially kind of fed right now as a lot of us are, but it has been really great for me to also refocus where I'm at, because I have a huge need for control, but it's also helped me to be like, okay, there's a lot right now that I am very much not in control of.
Yeah.
And so for me, adapting to flexibility is going to be something that I really hope to continue working on for the new year, whether that's, with like what I'm designing or in feedback, really learning to, accept other people's feedback from me for the work I'm doing, because I'll get in that tunnel mindset where I'm like, no, I like this, like it's fine, I'll leave it. But for me, like asking for feedback is definitely something that I also hope to kind of incorporate, and being open to things also that are outside of maybe the original plan that I had for myself. That's always something like transition and change is hard for me. So being open to that in, my professional and also just personal life, I think is really important, and something that we can all benefit from.
Yeah. I think this year too, we both kind of took steps to learn something that
we
before.
did.
Yeah, because you learned Procreate and I actually taught myself how to play guitar. Not great, but better.
We're getting there.
Yeah. So we both, learned a lot of new skill sets this year, which I don't want to stop just because we're not in quarantine, or hopefully when life starts coming back a little bit more to normal, I still want to be able to take time to learn things that are new.
For myself, I get really comfortable where I'm at. And I think a lot of us, we tend to stay in this comfortable zone. And where we're at right now, it's easy to fall into that routine. I was actually listening to a podcast earlier this morning, and they were talking about how the importance of establishing a morning routine, getting up early. It doesn't have to be 5, 6 a.m., but getting up at a decent hour, just making your bed.
Making your bed is
is so important.
Yeah.
I have started doing that. And I've been keeping it consistently, and I'm really proud of myself. It really helps so much. If I have an organized room, even if I'm not doing my work in there, it helps me to start my morning off at a good place. Also, highly, highly recommend not checking your phone right when you wake up. That has also been great for me.
That's
incorporating
so hard for me.
I know. It's easy for me as someone with dry eyes who, as soon as I wake up, I don't want to look at it anyway. So getting up, making some tea, making breakfast or coffee if you're one of those people who don't eat breakfast. No judgment. Is just, it's been really helpful for me to limit time and have that, or limit time on social media and my phone. But overall, having a solid morning routine has been really helpful for someone who mostly works from home. But I think, we're all doing the best we can and we're getting there.
Yeah.
Cheers to 2021. Let's go. Tonight, we are going to replay the Evolve Awards. This was our biggest production in Evolve thus far. It was amazing to have Rachel Lord, who was our host, and other amazing judges review work from all these submissions that we had. And being that this was the first annual event, it was amazing. We had the Evolve trophy, the blue one over there in the corner. And it was an amazing experience, so we will rewatch that together.
Dreams, visions, passions. We all have them. But do we all succeed at making them a reality? We dream of the day that our passion becomes something we can live and breathe, no longer held captive by the grips of hopelessness. Every closed door, every dead end, every no makes you wonder, when will my passion become a reality? Do I have what it takes? So you practice until your fingers bleed. You write until there are no words left to say. You design until your eyes strain from exhaustion. You create, you edit, you practice, you repeat. You create, you edit, you give up, and you start over. You evolve. Every dead end, every no, fuels the fire that one day your dream will become your reality. Do you have what it takes?
Welcome to the first annual Evolve Awards ceremony. I'm your host, Rachel, coming to you live from Rev Studio in Burlington, Vermont. Tonight, we are honored to point the spotlight on all the amazing artists who participated in this year's ceremony. We have several incredible nominations that I'm personally excited to show you, and of course, the moment that everyone's waiting for, the unveiling of the Evolve Awards recipients. First, allow me to say that I'm really honored to be hosting this event and how proud I am of our team that has literally been working around the clock to make tonight possible. And to everyone that participates every week to make Evolve a reality. Thank you. Earlier this year, we asked young creatives from all over the country to submit their art, their photography, their songs, their voices, their graphics, their videos. And over the past few months, we've been asking our most successful friends in the art industry to review them. After many entries and many reviews, they have come down to the final 4. Out of all our contestants, only 4 will walk away tonight with the title of Evolve Award-winning artists. It is my pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time ever, the Evolve Awards trophy.
The journey of the evolution of an artist is a fascinating study. All stories with humble beginnings. Only a few with extraordinarily influential success. An artist puts their heart and soul into their creation. It's not simply work. They experience it on the deepest level, perhaps even a spiritual one. An artist completely immerses themselves into a piece to create and polish until it's finally perfect. This piece is a part of who they are as its creator. Then to put their masterpiece out into the world to be judged, critiqued, ridiculed, or scorned. It's risky. It takes courage. When it would be easier to give up, easier to not finish, easier to not risk vulnerability, they're willing to break rules and break down the establishment that prohibits and stifles innovation. To ignore those who feel challenged or threatened by them, to do what others thought impossible. They press forward, sharing their art with the world, and where there will inevitably be criticism, there will now also be honor. This trophy is a symbol of revolution. It is not freely given. It cannot be acquired, except for a few brave and devoted creatives. One who will never give up and always evolve.
Here in my hands, I am holding the award that belongs to one very extraordinary individual from each of our categories. On behalf of everyone on our team at Evolve and Revolution, I'd like to say how proud we are of all the contestants and their entries. At the end of the day, art is just art. There is no good art or bad art, there's only perspective. And that's why it's really important to take a night and honor perspectives, to honor hard work and artists. So join me as we welcome and recognize our contestants and their categories. Our judges have reviewed each entry we're about to showcase, giving them a score as high as 10. One participant from each category will walk away with an Evolve Award trophy. So without further ado, here are the categories for this year's award ceremony. In the category of design, the 2020 Evolve Award goes to Aaron West. Congratulations, Aaron. In the category of photography, the 2020 Evolve Award goes to Colby Lacasse. Congratulations, Colby.
What if they said in a moment times would change?
In the category of music, the 2020 Evolve Award goes to Sarah Ann. Congratulations, Sarah.
Bring me down. Thank you. Thanks, Laura.
She said to get it all out of my system, so I guess I'll start from the first day I met you.
There's no way that it's not going there. Every second with you, I want another.
Learn from my failures, be better than I was, and live in love.
In the category of videography, the 2020 Evolve Award goes to Brady Bassett.
To my best friend. My therapist told me to write you a letter so I can get over you. Whatever that's supposed to mean. So here I am writing this letter that you'll never read. She said to get it all out of my system, so I guess I'll start from the first day I met you. I thought you were kind of weird, but I finally found someone who matched my weirdness. I wasn't even nervous the first time we hung out together in the city. It was just you and me. We just kind of clicked. The night we went down to the waterfront together, the sunset was insane. It was the kind of sunset you only see in movies. I haven't seen a sunset that beautiful since you left. That night, you introduced me to maple and raspberry flavored creamies, which I discovered is what Vermonters call overrated soft serve ice cream. You thought I was weird for never having one before. I thought you were psycho for even eating them. But I'll never admit how good it was. I still haven't met someone that makes me laugh like you. I mean, I have laughed since you, but I haven't big belly laughed till I peed myself. I don't think anyone will ever make me laugh like you do. I played our song today. I don't really like that song much anymore, but I play it when I miss you. You could never stay on time when we used to play together, and it made me want to pull my hair out. But I never realized how boring it is to play on tempo till I started playing alone. I finally threw away those roses you bought me for my birthday. I mean, I didn't want to, but it was time. Dead flowers are just a reminder that whatever was between us is dead. I've never called anyone my best friend before you, and I probably never will again. Nothing and no one compares to you and what we had. Everything was an adventure with you. Everything was just fun. You're the only person who could make a bad day good again. I don't know how you did it, but you always did. Your mom used to talk about us getting married. We'd both roll our eyes. I don't know if you ever noticed how pink my cheeks got, but it always made me blush. People ask me how I'm doing without you. The pity in their eyes is enough to make me want to punch them. Like I'm some sad, hopeless case. I feel like everyone's just waiting for me to break. But little do they know, I'm already broken. I break every day. I open my eyes and realize this isn't some sick nightmare. You really are gone. But I put myself back together every day to try to avoid the pity party people want to throw me. The only person I want to talk to is you. But every time I call, the automated voice reminds me that I filled your voicemail up with emotional breakdowns. So, my therapist told me to write you this letter, so I can get over you. But there's one thing I never said out loud. I'm in love with you. I always have been, and I always will be. Truly, madly, and deeply in love with my best friend. Yours forever, Sarah.
Well, the most points awarded by any one judge tonight was to Brady Bissett. Congratulations, Brady. We are so proud of your amazing work. Thank you so much for participating this year. And thank you all for watching. It was such an incredible ceremony, and we hope to see you on the stage next year.
That was amazing. Great job to everyone who submitted. I know that myself and the judges were so impressed by the level of work, the level of talent that you all put into it. It was so evident.
Yeah,
Bella, what did you think?
The submissions were so awesome. And congrats Brady and Sarah and Colby for winning. It's so exciting.
Yeah, we just absolutely love this process, and we are just so excited for next year. So we hope that you all will submit again, and that those of you who haven't will submit work. And we would be so excited to see what you come up with and your creativity and who you are. So let's dive into more. Keep this party going.